Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. I am Screen Scene Guru. Tonight we'll be discussing a double feature of The Descent from 2005 and Abigail from 2024. So without further ado, let's get into this. I did watch both of these on Amazon Prime Video. So going into the bio for this first film, The Descent. This is from 2005. This is a horror adventure film. It's about an hour and 39 minutes. So going into a bit of the plot, we've got, after a severe emotional trauma, car accident at the beginning of the film, Sarah, our main character, goes to Northern Carolina to spend some time exploring caves with her friends. After descending underground, the women find strange cave paintings and evidence of previous explorers. They come across creatures in the underground, predators that have a taste for human flesh. So very interesting stuff here, guys. This is a awesome creature feature. If you haven't heard of it, it does have a sequel. There is a Descent 2. But just going into this first film, we do see the group of friends, beginning to, get over the mourning of Sarah's boyfriend and her kid. So we see this kind of an emotional trip for all of them. We get to see the girl played by Natalie, which is kind of leading the group. We do find out through a bit of drama that she was cheating on Sarah's boyfriend. So there is some animosity there. But despite the drama, Natalie tries to lead the group into this unexplored cave system so they can supposedly name it after themselves. So very interesting plot here, guys. I do like the fact that they went into the creature feature, with it being underground and the unexplored caverns. Big fan of the unexplored and the unknown, so that's really cool. So going into bit of the cast, we do have, it does seem that this was a foreign film, just letting you guys know. Going into the director, we've got Neil Marshall. So let's see what he's done. So we've got The Descent from 2005, Dog Soldiers from 2002. Okay, so he was responsible for Hellboy from 2019, which was the David Harbour version of Hellboy. It's okay. He did Doomsday, The Lair, Centurion with Michael Fassbender from 2010. So that's pretty good. The Reckoning, The Descent 2, The Duchess. Let's look at some more stuff he's done. Tales of Halloween from 2015. So that's cool. So a lot of horror stuff this guy's done. Killing Time, Soulmate, The Making of Descent. So that's cool. I might check that out for the channel. But yeah, a lot of horror stuff this guy's done. Neil Marshall. So pretty cool. It seems like the last thing he did was Hellboy in 2019. Oh, it looks like Duchess actually in 2024. Was the last thing he did. So that's cool. So yeah, The Descent was pretty good. I'd say it's classic early 2000s horror, with a lot of blood, gore. I thought everyone died in the original, but if you watch it, Sarah lives, she gets out of the caves, and then I believe Natalie is in Descent 2, because there are survivors underground. So that's very fascinating. I might have to do a video on Descent 2. But going into my second movie review, we've got Abigail from, let's see, 2024. This is also an R-rated film, guys. This was an hour and 49 minutes. A really good horror comedy, I'd say. It's going into Abigail. After a group of criminals kidnap the ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure, They retreat to an isolated mansion, unaware that they've locked inside with no mortal little girl. So very interesting. This did drop in April of 2024, so really exciting stuff. I did not catch this in theaters. I waited a bit of time just because I had seen the Megan movie, the first Megan, and I liked it. It was alright, but I wasn't a huge fan. So when this Abigail movie came out, I wasn't too sure about it, even though I heard really good things. So I just decided to put it on Amazon Prime Video. So it was a really good, fun watch. I had a blast with everybody involved. So like I said, it's a dark comedy, monster horror, slasher film, vampire movie. So going into some of the cast, let's see, we got Melissa Barrera plays Joey. She was also in the recent modern Scream films with the younger cast. We've also got Dan Stevens, who plays Frank. I really liked his character as a crooked cop. He later on becomes a vampire, the lead villain besides Abigail, should I say. Alicia Weir plays Abigail, which was really cool. We also got Catherine Newton as Sammy. She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. She plays Scott Pym's, or Hank Pym's. Was it Hank Pym? Or, no, Scott Lang. Sorry, Scott Lang's daughter. Angus MacLeod was in this before he tragically passed as well. He was in Euphoria, the first 2 seasons. And then this, and then he tragically passed. Giancarlo Esposito played a vampire in this, which was alright. Kevin Durant was pretty good as Peter. Looking into some more, we got Matthew Goode as Father. So that was really interesting. William Cadet was pretty good as Rickles. They did not really advertise the black guy in the movie, which I thought was very funny from Universal. He was only in a bit role, and he did get his throat slashed. But he was a military vet that I thought had some experience. And then they immediately killed him off so that the team had no experience. So that was exciting. But yeah, I really liked Abigail. I liked the fact that, they didn't know exactly right away what was happening. They thought this was just, a mission that they had to do. And then, of course, the bodies started dropping. Starting with, funny enough, let's see, Angus MacLeod. Yeah, Angus MacLeod was the first to die with his head coming off, which I felt like maybe they would have changed things in the movie, given the light that he actually died in real life. But I guess the studio had no choice. They had to release it. But yeah, funny that they showed off him without a head. And then slowly other people in the mansion start dying, leading to Dan Stevens becoming a vampire, crooked cop vampire, which I thought was a fun twist. Melissa Barrera really got her ass handed to her in this film, but she was also putting in the good hits with the stakes and whatnot. I really liked the little girl that played Abigail. I thought she had a wonderful performance. The line that she said, "I like to play with my food," that was really cool to hear. So this will do it for my double feature horror film of both The Descent and Abigail. What did you guys think of these movies? Have you caught them before? I'm definitely going to be doing some more of these double feature reviews. But before I go, I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel for future updates on weekly content. You can also follow me on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at SceneScreenGuru for all the weekly updates. That's it for me. I'll be signing off. Bye-bye. Have a good one.